Have you ever watched a video that lingers in your mind, making you question every shadow in your home? Tonight, we're diving into footage that defies explanation. Moments that peel back the veil of reality and reveal something deeply unsettling. These aren't just jump scares, they're windows into the unknown, each with a chilling story and unanswered questions. From haunted ruins to everyday places where the impossible was caught on film, these clips will challenge your skepticism. So turn down the lights, turn up the volume, and prepare yourself. What you're about to witness may disturb you. And once you've seen these videos, you can't unsee them. Let's begin. Our first story takes us to the infamous St. Albans Sanatorium in Virginia, a place haunted by a legacy of suffering. Once a strict boys' school, it became a psychiatric hospital in 1916, notorious for brutal treatments and countless deaths. Paranormal investigators spent a night there setting up cameras in the most active areas, including the suicide bathroom and electroshock wing. For hours, nothing happened until they reviewed footage from a hallway camera. The video begins with an empty corridor, bathed in faint infrared light. After nearly an hour, a shape materializes at the far end, tall, slender, and gliding with an unnatural gait. Its lower body fades into darkness, and its face is a smooth, featureless void. The figure moves slowly, arms limp, as if pulled by invisible strings. The camera's battery, fully charged, drains moments after the figure passes. Investigators tried to debunk it, dust, reflections, even insects. But the shape is too defined, its movement too deliberate. At one point, it turns its head toward the camera, as if aware it's being watched. The team recalled hearing a dragging sound from above that night, now believed to be this entity's movement. The figure pauses midway, then dissolves into the darkness, leaving the hallway charged with a heavy, chilling energy. Many believe this is the spirit of a former patient, doomed to wander the halls where they suffered. The hospital's history is filled with stories of mistreatment and tragic deaths. Could this be a lost soul, eternally reliving their torment? The footage remains one of the most compelling pieces of paranormal evidence ever captured. It's a stark reminder that some places are more than just empty buildings. They're containers of pain and spirits that never left. Watching this, you're forced to confront the possibility that not everyone finds peace after death. Some are left to wander, trapped in a loop of their darkest moments. The silence after the figure fades is more terrifying than any noise. St. Albans stands as a chilling testament to the shadows of the past. The investigators left with more questions than answers. The footage continues to haunt all who see it. Would you dare to walk those halls alone? Our next video is disturbing for a different reason. It comes from a place of innocence, a children's playground in Onati, Spain. Captured by a security camera in 2009, the footage shows a sunny afternoon, children playing, laughter filling the air. Among them, a little girl in a red dress plays near the swings. The camera pans away for just seconds, then returns. She's gone. At first it seems she simply ran off, but as the camera scans, she's nowhere in sight. The playground is fenced, with one main gate in full view of parents and the camera. No one saw her leave. No one saw a stranger approach. Panic spreads as her mother searches, joined by others. The girl has vanished without a trace. Authorities launch a massive search and review the footage frame by frame. There are no blind spots, no glitches, no sign of her walking away. The timestamp is continuous. Everything else in the frame moves naturally, except the girl, who simply disappears. The case becomes national news. Theories range from abduction to the paranormal. How can a child vanish from a crowded park in broad daylight, with no witnesses and no evidence? The footage offers no answers, only a chilling mystery. The empty swing, swaying gently after she's gone, is a haunting image. Years later, the girl is still missing, and the video remains a digital ghost. It's a parent's worst nightmare, a safe place turned into a scene of unimaginable dread. Sometimes the most terrifying things happen in the brightest light, in the most ordinary places. The absence of a person can be more frightening than any monster. The playground, once filled with laughter, is now a place of sorrow and unanswered questions. The footage is a silent testament to a family's tragedy. It's a reminder that horror can strike in the blink of an eye. The mystery endures, chilling all who watch. Would you let your child out of your sight after seeing this? The world can change in an instant. Sometimes the scariest thing is what's missing, and sometimes there are no answers. Forests are places of myth, where the rules of reality seem to bend. Our third video comes from the Pacific Northwest, a region steeped in legends of mysterious creatures. A hiker named Alex, experienced and comfortable in the wild, documents his trek with a handheld camera. For 2 days, his footage is serene, until the third day, when he feels watched. He sets up a time-lapse camera facing a dense thicket near his campsite. Later, reviewing the footage, he discovers he wasn't alone. As the sun sets, a tall, impossibly thin shadow emerges from behind a tree. It glides between the trees, moving independently of the other shadows. Its limbs are long and spindly, its form featureless and pure black. The entity moves with a predatory stillness, pausing to observe the campsite. Alex recalls a wave of dread that made him abandon camp and hike through the night. The shadow figure stands at the edge of the clearing, watching, patient and calculating. Local legends speak of shadow walkers, spirits that stalk lone travelers, feeding on fear. Alex's footage aligns eerily with these tales. The video ends as the camera's battery dies, the last frame a frozen image of the dark figure. Alex was lucky to trust his instincts. The wilderness holds secrets, and sometimes when you feel watched, you are. The footage is a chilling warning. Not all shadows are empty. Some are watching, waiting. The forest keeps its mysteries well hidden. Would you camp there alone? Sometimes legends are real, and sometimes they're watching you. Dolls are meant to comfort, but sometimes they become vessels for our deepest fears. Meet Lily, a vintage porcelain doll from Ohio, linked to a series of disturbing events. The Martin family bought Lily as a decoration, but soon heard giggling at night and found objects moved. Their daughter suffered nightmares, claiming Lily was watching her. The family set up a motion-activated camera in the girl's room, hoping to debunk their fears. The footage, captured at 3:15 a.m., shows Lily sitting on a shelf. Suddenly, her head turns smoothly to face the camera, her glass eyes glinting with eerie awareness. Then one porcelain arm lifts and drops with a faint thud. The movement is deliberate, impossible for an inanimate object. Horrified, the family removed the doll, but even potential buyers felt intense dread near it. Lily now resides in a paranormal museum, where similar phenomena continue. Some believe the doll is a conduit for a spirit, or something darker. Its innocent appearance masks a deeply unsettling energy. The video taps into our fear of the uncanny, things that look almost human but not quite. Lily is a perfect example, beautiful on the surface, but with a history of movement and malevolence. The footage is a chilling reminder that some objects are best left untouched. Would you keep Lily in your home? The line between toy and terror is thinner than you think. Sometimes the scariest things are the ones that smile back. The doll's gaze lingers long after the video ends. Some toys are not meant to be played with, and some stories are best left in the dark. Sometimes what you hear is more terrifying than what you see. This final clip is an audio recording from a historic house in rural Pennsylvania, recently purchased by a man named David. From the start, David heard footsteps, doors slamming, and whispering voices, but blamed it on the old house. The activity escalated, so he left a recorder running overnight. At 2:30 a.m., the microphone picked up a low moan that built into a blood-curdling, inhuman scream. The sound is long, filled with rage and despair, echoing through the empty house. David fled and researched the home's history, discovering a tragic past, a grieving mother who lost her son and was heard screaming for years before dying in the same room. Some believe the scream is a residual haunting, a psychic imprint of unimaginable grief. Paranormal investigators who bought the house still report hearing the same scream. The audio is raw, terrifying, and offers no answers, only fear. Some houses are built from sorrow and rage, not just wood and nails. Would you dare to listen to the recording alone at night? The silence after the scream is almost worse than the sound itself. The house's dark history lingers in every room. Sometimes the past refuses to stay silent. The scream is a warning, some pain never fades. The house remains a place of fear and fascination. Not all hauntings are seen, some are only heard, and some echoes never die. The screen may be dark, but the images and sounds you've witnessed have a way of staying with you. These stories blur the line between the known and the terrifyingly unknown. Which story crawled under your skin the most? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the dark. If you want more unexplained mysteries, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Until next time, try to sleep well. And remember, sometimes the darkness lingers.